about 5 repetitions, okay? This will feel a little heavier than the last one, okay? So don't get a little alarm there. Okay, so go ahead and do 5 reps for me. I've increased his weight by 20 pounds, okay, so we went from 70 to 90. So Brad, we're actually going to go ahead and start testing your 1 rep max, okay? So go ahead and put your foot back up on the platform. Alright. From here, you don't want to do any more than 3 repetitions, okay? So no less than 2, but no more than 3, okay? So go ahead and see if this is able for you to do. Good. Alright, see if we can at least get 1 more for me. Good. And go ahead and relax. Alright, so how was that for you? So we're going to give him another rest break for about 3 minutes, and then I will go ahead and increase the weight, and we'll be getting closer to this 1 rep max. Alright, we are back from our 3-minute rest period that I gave Brad here. I've increased his weight by 10 pounds. Normally we would do about 20 to 30, but he expressed to me that his last attempt was getting a little difficult for him, so I just only increased it by 10. So we're going to go ahead and start establishing your 1 rep max, okay? So this means that you're only going to do 1 repetition, and we'll go from there. Okay, so go ahead and put your foot back up on there for me. Alright, whenever you're ready, go ahead and push. Go, 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 go. Alright, so because he was unsuccessfully able to leg press at the 100 pounds, then we have already established the 1 rep max, so I will give him another 3-minute rest period. I'll decrease the weight and I'll establish it from there. Alright, so we're back from our 3-minute rest break. Because Brad was unsuccessfully able to leg press at the 100 pounds, I would decrease, according to the protocol, I would decrease the pounds by 5 to see if he is in between the 90 and 100 pounds. But because of our equipment restrictions, we don't have a 5-pound, they're only by 10-pound increments. So because of this, I would go ahead and use the prediction equations to see if I can really get close to his 1 rep max. So from here, then he is done with this testing for the quadriceps muscle group. So I will have his actual 1 rep max in the equation, and just because we couldn't successfully perform it here. Alright, we are back. We are now going to test the biceps muscle group, okay? So I have put the weight here at 20 pounds for Brad. Nice, easy warm up just to get the arm going and the blood flow going. So go ahead and do about like 5 to 10 reps for me here, Brad. Just nice and easy. Make sure your form is really good. So you want to make sure that you're not going all the way down. Just about there and come right back up. Good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a 1-minute rest break, and then we will go to warm-up number 2. Alright, so we're back from the 1-minute rest break that I gave Brad here. We're on to warm-up number 2, and this is going to be right before I start testing his 1 rep max for the bicep curl. Okay? So go ahead, Brad. I've increased the weight by 20 pounds, so we're at 40. So Brad, go ahead and give me a good 5 repetitions here. This should be a little bit tougher than the first one, but still doable. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to give him another rest break before I start testing for the 1 rep max. Alright, so I'm back with Brad here after his rest period. We are now going to go ahead and test for his sub-maximum load, which is right underneath the 1 rep max. So I've increased his weight all the way up to 50 pounds. Okay, so go ahead and do about 3 repetitions for me. Curl. Good, and there's 3. Good. Alright, so after I give him another 3-minute rest period, I'm going to go ahead and start establishing his 1 rep max. We're back from our rest period that I gave Brad here. So now we're going to go ahead and start actually testing for his 1 rep max. So I've increased his weight by 20 pounds, so from 40 to 60 pounds. So from here, we're going to go ahead and see if he can successfully lift at 60. So go ahead and bicep for me, bicep curl for me 1 rep. There you go, good. And relax. Alright, so because he was successfully able to lift that, I'm going to go ahead and give him another 3-minute rest period, and we'll increase from there. Alright, so we are back again from his 3-minute rest period. I've increased the weight for Brad here by 20 pounds again. Okay, so we're going going to go ahead and we're getting closer to his 1 rep max. So now we're at 80 pounds. So Brad, let's see if you can go ahead and do that 1 rep for me. Up, keep going, go. Alright, so because he was unsuccessfully able to do that, we'll give him another 3-minute rest period. I'll decrease his weight and see if we can establish it from there. Alright, so we're back again from a 3-minute rest period. Because Brad was not able to lift at the 80 pounds, we went from 60 to 80, so we increased by 20. So now I'm just going to go ahead and decrease by 10 pounds. We're right in the middle at the 70 pounds. So Brad, go ahead and see if we can do a 1 rep here. Good, and relax. How's that?
Good.
You think you can do any more reps after
I
that?
am pretty worn out.
Okay. Alright, so we have successfully established Brad's 1 rep max, the bicep curl at 70 pounds. Alright, so I'm back with Brad here, and we have moved on to the hamstring muscle group. Okay? So from here, we're going to be doing prone hamstring curls. Okay? So from here, what he's going to do is he's going to put the, he's going to have his foot dorsiflexed, and then from here, his heel, he wants to aim it and go all the way to his bottom. Okay? So from here, once again, I went and put him at 15 pounds, just light, easy, low, just to get a good warm-up for the first step of the warm-up. So Brad, go ahead and do about 10 repetitions here for me, nice and easy. Try and get that heel towards your butt, there you go. And then let me know when you've done 10. So from here, we're going to go ahead and give him a 1-minute rest break, and then we will go on to warm-up number 2. Alright, so we're back from the 1-minute rest break that I gave Brad here, from warm-up number 1 to warm-up number 2, before testing for his 1 rep max. So I've increased his weight by 10 pounds, so we went from 15 to 25 pounds. So Brad, go ahead and do 5 repetitions here for me. Good, kind of keep your foot flexed for me, good. And then heel all the way to your butt, good. And then this should be a little bit tougher for the first attempt, which is fine. Get that heel a little bit closer. Good. 5, alright, good. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a 3-minute rest period, and then I will go ahead and start establishing his 1 rep max from here. Alright, so we're back here after his 3-minute rest break that I gave him. So the next step we're going to do is his sub-max load. Okay, so I've increased his weight from 25 to 30 pounds, so just by 5 pounds. So from here, we're going to do about 2 to 3 repetitions. Okay, so this should be getting a little bit tougher for you, as if, you know, if I were to increase a little bit more, you would only be able to just do 1. Okay, so from here, go ahead and do about 2 or 3 repetitions for me here, Brad. Make sure you keep your foot flexed. Foot flexed, there you go. 1, 2, and 3. Good. Alright, and go ahead and relax. Good. Alright, so then from here, now I'm going to give him another 3-minute rest break, and we're going to go ahead and establish his 1 RM from here after this. Alright, I'm back with Brad here. I just gave him a 3-minute rest break, so now we're going to go ahead and start testing for his 1 rep max. Okay? I've increased his weight by 5 pounds again, so we went from 30 to 35 pounds. So Brad, go ahead and see if you can do a repetition for me here. Make sure to keep your foot flexed. Go. Good. And relax. Alright, so he was successfully able to do that, so I will give him another 3-minute rest break, and then I will increase the weight from there. Alright, and we're back after I gave Brad his 3-minute rest break. I've increased his weight from 35 to 40 pounds to just 5 pounds. We're going to go ahead and go for attempt number 2 for his 1 rep max. So Brad, go ahead and do 1 rep for me, see if you can do this. Go ahead and kick, up, no, good. No, alright. So he has unsuccessfully lifted the ham curl at 40 pounds. So it looks like the 35 pounds was his 1 rep max. So that includes the hamstring muscle group for Brad. Alright, so I'm back here again with Brad, and we have moved now on to the tricep muscle group. Okay, so we're going to establish the 1 rep max for that. So once again, just like all the other ones, we're going to go ahead and do a very light warm-up, about 10 repetitions. Okay, so we started at, we're starting at 10 pounds. So go ahead and do 10 reps for me. Making sure that your elbow stays right here. Good, and then press down. Good, and then you should feel that all along here on the tricep area. Alright, good. So that by 10 pounds. So we are now at 20 pounds. So go ahead and do 5 repetitions for me, Brad. This should still be kind of easily doable, but still tougher than the first one. Okay? Alright, good. I'm going to give him another rest break, and then from there we're going to go ahead and do his sub-max load. Alright, back with Brad here again. I just gave him his 2 to 3 minute rest break. So now we're going to go ahead and establish his sub-max level. So I increased his weight by 5 pounds, so we are now at 25 pounds. Okay, so at this level we're going to go ahead and do 3 repetitions. So go ahead and do 3 touchdowns for me. 2, keep your technique, keep that elbow in, one more, good. Alright. Alright, so after this we're going to go ahead and start establishing his 1 rep max. Alright, just gave Brad his 3 minute rest break, so we're going to go ahead and start establishing his 1 rep max. So I've increased his weight to 30 pounds now. Okay, so Brad, go ahead and let's see if you can do 1 rep here. Good, and relax, good. Alright, so he was successful at that, so I'm going to give him another 3 minute rest period, and then increase the weight from there. Alright, back with Brad here after our 3 minute rest break from his last attempt with the 1 RM. I've increased his weight from 30 to 35 pounds. Okay, so Brad, let's go ahead and see if you can tricep press this one here. This one. No? Alright, then rest. Alright, so since he was unable to do this weight, his 1 rep max for the triceps is going to be 30 pounds.